And I guess I'm live. Who do we have? Will Harper already in the chat. So for those on the replay, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking and watching. It's Journal of the Scots, and we're building the Boba Fett throne room, and I'm super pumped. So if you are a fan of Lego Star Wars, make sure to check your Costco's. If you are into the Book of Boba or the Boba Fett throne room, or if you want the Dark Troopers, and I think there's some friend sets too, friend and city sets that were available as well. So check those out uh, in your Costco's. I think it's the equivalent of this one was the equivalent of 20% off because it was $80, so it's a $100 set. So $20 off, so it's definitely awesome. And then the Dark Troopers was like 25% off, so that one's even more of a deal. So awesome. And it's Andy. What's happening? Woohoo. Happy Saturday. And looky, Andy. There we go. It is Boba Fett's throne room. I am so pumped. I mean, the figures in this set alone. So, yeah. Get those Dark Troopers. I think there's some friend sets that were there. City. I know they reloaded, and actually my Costco originally it had like some random sets for sale. I think some Eternals sets and a few other things, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I've been literally checking every week. So let's get going. I'm going to stream until this thing is built. It's a pretty big book. So check it out, pretty thick. There we go. I've opened the first bag because this thing, if I talk too much, it's gonna or watch the stream as I'm going. Right out of the gate, you build the base. It's basically the back of it, and then there's oh, excuse me, or just part of the throne room base, and then Boba Fett himself right out of the gate. So yeah, keep rechecking because mine didn't have anything in the first wave like at all. So yeah, I know, and I've got so many things on my list. I probably would have waited on this set, but because of my mock, I need the parts. So I'm planning on building this set, taking the figures, using them throughout the mock, and then I'm gonna probably pillage this thing for parts. So yeah, so I'm gonna get rolling. Actually, before I do that, let's build Boba Fett himself. He looks like they made him really dark too. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, recheck the Costco's. They made his face super scarred up. This is probably one of the better Boba Fett's that's been made. But is it? I don't know if it's really accurate though. Would be the only thing. I feel like, oh, there goes a rangefinder. Oh wow, they made his visor really dark. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like that. That's probably really hard to see. But I'll show it off in a future video. Thanks. Thanks, Andy. It's my Bad Batch shirt. You can get this at Five Below. Five Below has been my friend for Star Wars shirts. I think they know they'll sell. All right, here we go. We are rocking and rolling. And Andy, it was so funny. I was at the Lego store today. I was thinking of you. Um, they they wouldn't fill the packs for me, and they were kind of giving me a hard time. And I was checking the packs, and I was really struggling. Yeah, it is. By how stacked you're. And I'm actually trying to like I may have to get more of these acromill setups. I'm trying to think of how I can do it. I almost need to build shelves and then put the acromill mills across like this, and then use these storage, move these maybe either under the table or put them somewhere else because there's it's when I've been building the mock, it's really nice having like acromill storage because I'm like, oh, I'm thinking of maybe this part, and you literally just kind of boom, you can just knock it out really fast. Versus even having it in these types of containers, it's okay, but then I have to like always remember, okay, it's in this one, and then I've got to dig it out. I use these as well, and it's nice. And certain parts do better than in these than others, but ultimately, it's been really nice having this. You can just never have enough storage. So Will is correct. For our addiction, because that's probably the worst thing. And you saw the video the other day, Will, where I think stuff's just everywhere. Like when I get the mock going, I have to kind of like uncover all these things, and it just gets wild. So yeah, that is the constant struggle. Then my wife comes down and is like, "Don't you have enough?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I do have enough, but there's this new set that just came out, and it's just is amazing. I must have it." So what else is a fan to do? Although I will say, I don't know if I'll build more or it'll be less consistent. Yeah. When you've converted to Acrobill, that would be a really funny video. You know you're an AFOL when you've converted to Acrobill. Hey, Acromill should sponsor me. I should get an affiliate link. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna make 2 of these. Yeah, now it, I think there's you have to check Brickzar or Jabo's videos. Um, I'm pretty sure, Will, if you remember right, like there's certain times of the year when they do like Amazon does really good deals. It'd be also interesting to know the difference between because Uline makes them too. So like, what's the difference? There we go. So that would be fun to see and do some comparisons. Walmart had these things for like 60 or 80 bucks. I was like, no way. Email them and see. Yeah. I mean, I think it's basically the same design. It's just slightly different. I don't know if I'll ever like stack them. I wouldn't mind stacking one more actually. But I do like having these right here too. Oh, they had 2 for 50 instead of 40 each just a week ago. Maybe you just need to like, I wonder if you can just set an alert. That might be the way to do it. I think if there's 2 for 50, I gotta grab them. Because I think Jabbo bought like a couple more. I think Black Friday they do deals too. That way you I mean, really, these things have probably cost them like $1 to make. They just mass produce those things. But all right, what are we doing here? All right, this isn't right. What's going on? Hmm. Why is it doing that? Oh, did I use the wrong one? Uh-oh, I'm already screwing up. I didn't use a long enough. Go figure. Screwing up already. There we go. Now we should be good. Yeah, they totally should. It's really just the shipping on these that's gotta cost them. Yeah, that's the other piece, right? Is that if I buy this, it takes away from another set. I still haven't gotten the butthole tiger. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. Maybe that'll be a birthday gift because my wife wants me to make that one. I think because we keep talking about it. All right, so no butthole tiger yet. But yeah, no. So Andy, I was thinking of you at the Lego store. The I went to feel up the CMF packs, and I think it's picked over for the ones that I wanted. So I was just like, I was kind of pissed off. So you'll see in the if you watch the video on Wednesday. Yeah. I know. I'm just gonna steal a box of those CMFs. I'm worried that if I just grab random characters, some of the other ones that are in that CMF Series 22 that I don't really care for. So I feel like that's wasted money because I like figs. I just don't want to have any. I don't have any interest in figs I don't want. So it's a huge waste for me. So I badly want that Troubadour and the Winter Soldier, the space guy. I like the robot person. That one I wouldn't mind getting. Time to sell a kidney. Yeah, or plasma. Could always babysit dogs or something. I hear that's a rockin' business these days. Need a third side hustle. Yeah. So Wednesday will be the video that comes out. It'll be my mm, that's my usual if I do like pick a brick, 3-in-1, all my hauls are on Wednesdays. Um This actually, the Costco haul, I had to do an emergency meeting. That was just, and honestly, I think the only two sets that I've been more excited getting than this set right here is Darth Vader's castle. Well, okay, there's three sets that have been more excited. Yeah, I don't know. 3-in-1 castle is probably a push, but Cantina, I don't know. I was like so insane getting that one. I couldn't believe I was actually getting it. It's like spending $300 is like it's just so hard. And then Darth Vader's castle was actually for my birthday last year. I still haven't built it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's true. Some of them, I like that idea of using some of them that way. All right, now I'm getting sidetracked. No sidetracks. So yeah, let's see. Here we go. And another one of these. I always love getting all this dark tan too. So there's dark orange, there's dark tan, but and then I'll be going on vacation soon, so I've got to get this stuff built. I definitely won't finish the cantina now. um, but I'm really starting to make some big progress. All right. Making big progress on the mock, and this is gonna help because this will help from a character standpoint. And it's Michael A. What's going on? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Great to see you. I'm just doing some building tonight. If you watch Boba Fett, well, actually, if you watch The Mandalorian, this is the end of season one. Technically, isn't this Bib Fortuna's palace until Boba Fett takes it over? So the one thing that's interesting too in the picture, I'm interested to see how these little things pan out. There's the hookah or whatever that is. Looks like there's like chicken bones and then like dog bones in here. I don't know. I love these aliens though. They're gonna play nice. They are gonna be great. Ooh, I need these parts too. It's probably really hard to see, but the one where it's 2 by and then it's tile on the other part. I've been running out of those because I use them as seats. Let's see. I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. This goes there. This goes there. All right. Here's where we're at so far. Yeah. I may not actually put on the stickers. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with those. These are really weird looking. I feel like they should have molded something. It's kind of a bummer that it's a sticker. Probably would have been like way more expensive for them, but um, man, hopefully I can get through this thing tonight. We shall see. I think that's right. It goes there. All right. Oh, the circle ones. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It's got. I don't know. It's kind of the same. It's slightly smaller than the Darth Vader's castle. Yeah, it's not super big, but it's only 732 pieces. The reason it's 100, well, I think 90 is fair. 100's a little high for this set, although with the figure selection, it's kind of like you think about this versus the Bad Batch. I'd take this one all day long. Here you go. You do count the bag one does have a brick separator, so this is a most important piece for the rebellion. All right, so go. That's interesting. Oh yeah. Actually, this set would be great to kind of fill in like the older sets. They're going to make more sets. There's no way. So I I really think that they're going to come up with more sets. Oh wow. So this already. Okay, so this will go here. Just like that. There's no way they're going to stop here. I don't know what Lego's going to do, to be honest. No worries, Will. I don't know what Lego's going to do. There's so much material coming out. Like, they're already behind. They haven't really done everything that they could do with Mandalorian. I mean, they're just finally coming out with, like, Dark Trooper sets and stuff like that. Oh, shoot. Kenobi's coming, which is going to be just insane. Why am I missing a piece? I feel like I'm missing a piece here. What happened? What happened? Oh, I'm missing a connector piece. Wonder if it was the bags. Well, this is the benefit of having a collection. Sometimes I'll just grab from my collection. The only problem is these connector pieces that I have are the older style. So hopefully I'm gonna use this one. Unless I did something wrong. I don't think I did. Yeah, Michael. I agree. Don't disagree with you there. I was really hoping for more from the Book of Boba. I was actually more hyped for Book of Boba. And for a lot of people, I think it was kind of a letdown in a way. Yeah, I agree with you. The theme music was really good. Yeah. I mean, there was definitely points in it that were amazing, right? Like it just didn't hit the mark, you know. Like I appreciated I mean, probably some of the I think there were maybe a couple of the better moments of all of the series. Like when Cad Bane was coming in the distance, that was just insane. That was a lot of fun. What's up, BB Bricks? Yes. Awesome. You're making a mock. That is amazing. I have to think that Tatooine mocks are probably the hottest thing right now. And what's really nice is that like if you're into Harry Potter and Star Wars, honestly, like I'd say a good chunk of the parts are from Harry Potter that I've been stealing. The Great Hall, the Clock Tower, some of those different sets. I've got more to pillage. So, but yeah, I'd love to do more mocks. So, in terms of mocks coming up, so again, I need to finish this one. Yeah, tan pieces about the double and Bricklink. The thing is that there's so much supply, so I don't know if it'll double, but they'll definitely tan will definitely go up. I mean, if all it takes is one mock designer to like take up like 100,000 pieces, and the supply could start to dry up. But I would say if you think about like this set right here is going to lower the cost because there's going to be just a massive amounts of people parting. I think this set is probably for the part out value is going to be probably one of the best sets in a long time if you think about it, because these figures. Hold on, is this? It's so weird. I guess it is the right color. It just doesn't look right. I wonder if this is a misprint. He's like black. I don't know. This Boba Fett is just really weird. Yeah. And I know people are triggered about how he actually looked. I get it, whether you don't like it. But then again, I agree with that he's been aged, right? So that, they could make him however they wanted. And, so it's like, whatever. But, oh, I probably should follow the instructions. That would help. Go. But, he is aged. He is older, so it totally makes sense. But I kind of knew he was going to be in the series, but then when just seeing him in the distance, that was just like, because you're like cheering, it's coming, and that honestly, I kind of never liked Cobb Vanth. I really didn't like him. And then there's that annoying guy who was messing with the Mandalorian. And I was just like, this guy needs to just die. And, you know, and they're like calling it Freetown and all this stuff that some of these side things is kind of stupid. But so I kind of I was like, we need something to happen here. And then Cad Bane coming in the distance, I was like, yes. And then him just basically telling everybody like, hey, you mess with the spice, you're messing with the syndicate. Um, the ending was really weird with just the syndicate just getting, or the Pikes, not the Pikes or whoever, or yeah, there's the Pikes that were just getting wiped out. It was kind of like, I mean, I know Fennec Shand is awesome and everything, but geez, it's just kind of disjointed. Went from being super exciting to just, yeah. Oh yeah, that's funny. You ain't got no nose. But Mr. Bean, you don't got no nose. Yeah. What has everybody seen the Kenobi trailer? That's got people like, yeah. The Kenobi trailer is going to be something else. The amount of Sith in that is insane. A lot of red lightsabers rocking, and I like that it's not just on Tatooine. Part of me thinks that they should have taken, hopefully they've taken a little bit out of, like, I don't know if everybody's seen the movie A Thin Red Line. Actually, it would be a good movie to watch these days, watching some of those old war movies, considering what's going on in the world. I feel like we're watching a movie every day. But the thing about A Thin Red Line is that the Pacific War, and there are stretches in the movie where it's so boring, but it's important that the movie is boring because you have to realize that the things that people go through in war is you just sometimes you have this like really eerie quiet and things are just boring, and then out of nowhere it becomes like, oh, I'm in a war. Yeah, it's true, Will. The only thing is that I know, and the thing is, I'm kicking myself about that, Will, because the Rebels TIE fighter with the Inquisitor, I ran out of budget money, but I could have gotten it for $30. It would have been used, but I would have gotten it for 30. And then they had it was up on Facebook for like a week. It finally sold, and I didn't have the money to get it. Now I've been looking, and even before this whole trailer and all that kind of stuff, like that set was going even used for like 40, 50, $60. I bet you it's gonna skyrocket. People are gonna buy it up. Yeah. So Inquisitor is insane. Let's see. Yeah. Why is this? Oh, there's me doing things wrong again. Going too fast. Yes. I'm in the northern suburbs of Chicago. And so if anybody is going to Brickworld Chicago, I'm gonna try to make it. I'm at least at this point, I'm planning on making it. So I know I think Brick's Cascade is going right now, from what I hear. And I think these shows are gonna be pretty great. The the Lego conventions that are happening. They're going to be pretty good this year. I think I've been noticing, I don't know if other people have noticed that over the last like 2 weeks, that places like restaurants and different activities and things like that are really starting to get busy. I think people have been wanting to, be able to do some activities, because now that the mask mandates are starting to lift here, things are really starting to get busy. Well, this is pretty cool. So they use these corner pieces to kind of lock down these. I call them like tree curves or whatever they are, curved parts. Form those archways. Ah, yeah, yeah. Well, Brickworld Chicago is, I think, think it's the third week in June, second or third week of June. It's definitely in June, I know that. So usually I can't make Brickworld Chicago, or at least it's been a while, because we usually take a va family vacation at that point. But I think with my wife's work, we're not going to be able to do our early June vacation like we normally do. So that should free me up to go to Brickworld Chicago, which would be kind of like a vacation. All right, so bag one is complete. That wasn't too bad. There we go. Bag one right there. Very cool. No worries, Will. Yeah. Cra Crazy part is that Chicago pizza isn't my favorite. There are some really good places, so I'm definitely a fan of Chicago pizza. We do have our places like Judy's and other places that we really like, but I think I almost like certain thin crust is pretty good. I also like New York style, you know, a few other things a little bit better. I'm wondering if the parts that I'm missing are going to be in another bag. Maybe I dropped it on the floor somewhere. It's really weird. Here's the spares. It's quite a few spares for this one right now. And the fact that there's a gray part in there has me wondering if, or, so this is pretty random to get those two. And then some lightsaber hilts randomly. Kind of weird. Oh, there's a turkey bone. Unfortunately, they've kind of, they're almost dark aging me in terms of Lego. So they'll build on occasion, but they think I'm crazy for still building. So I don't care. I like it. So I mean, really, right now my hobbies are pretty much work, pickleball, and Lego, and then doing stuff with the family. Kind of the two things that we do. We love also hosting and kind of having fun. So, and then right now our big thing is that we're planning on redoing our kitchen, which is a major headache and project. So I should probably, that might work well with a vlog, like, hey, here's how my chicken or my kitchen is doing. Yeah, I rechecked it, Andy, and I didn't see anything, but it's possible I dropped it, and I'll find it later. Luckily, I had one from another set, so we'll go with that for now. All right, here we go. We're gonna make the, is that, I don't know if it's like hookah or what this is. It's that stuff that Jabba is smoking. So they made a special part for that. It's pretty insane. I don't know if you can see that. It's the special part. Yeah, new kitchen. And do like a status every day. Here's what you go through. Why? Oh, okay, here we go. That's kind of weird. This thing floats. So look at that. That kind of floats out there. Right here. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty neat. Right. All right, this is getting turned around. There we go. And then There's the box. Oh, this is really good to get. That's a great part right there. So with the half tile, half 2x2, that is in dark red. That's a valuable part. As my son's making fun of me. You're at least thinking he's cool making fun of me behind the scenes. Yeah. Um, I would say I'm a pretty I don't do vlogs, so I really don't like taping myself that much. Um, just like when I'm out and about, because I kind of that's always been kind of private. So you'll probably never catch me making like a true vlog channel. Like I could see myself doing like updates and stuff like that, but I'm not really much of a. And because both of my kids are not really into it, they don't really want, and they don't like to be on camera yet. They kind of have that camera shy thing going on. So you never said that? My son's behind me. He's at the computer on the other side of this. Um, yeah. So we just never have. So I would say the channel in general is I do a lot of I, I'm a big fan of microfighters, so I do Microfighter Monday. That one's kind of in not a flux, but I do shorts for microfighters right now on Mondays. Sometimes mix in my new season, but I haven't done like I usually do them ahead, and I haven't really been doing much. Yeah, they are. They're always picking on me. This is what happens when the kids get older. hmm Yeah, he's back there playing a really mature game called Roblox. Nice. Good job, BB. Keep rolling. Yeah, so microfighters, and I want to do more mocks around microfighters. I've got some ideas. I just haven't just got too much going on. It's hard to do more than a couple of things at once. Then what you'll see in the channel as I try on Tuesdays are kind of my reviews. It doesn't have to be Star Wars, as I'm part of the Dot Squad. I like Creator 3-in-1. I love classic space. Castle, I've got to do the castle. So it'll either be a Star Wars or a review. Some weeks, if I go big on Creator, I've had weeks where I do nothing but Creator, so that's been good. Then Wednesday is kind of my the time where I try to uh, do all my hauls, or I'll do my pick a brick wall, or just kind of like my random videos on Wednesday. Thursday are my mock updates. So I always I've been working on this bad boy back here. It's getting really close to the bottom being done, or at least done enough where it's down to just detail work. And so that's on Thursdays. I try to keep everything as consistent as I can. Fridays have been my book club, which I've been slacking a little bit. So like this week I did a haul because of this Costco find. And then but I'll keep doing books. That one's been really good. I was doing pickleball for a short period of time. Yeah, my son just was like, "You're upset." Oh, this is a grill. I didn't even know that. Check this out. They're cooking turkeys. They put a whole picture down here. There we go. Of them cooking turkeys. So I don't know if this is just like porgs that they're cooking or what, but I didn't even know. Who knew there was going to be a spick in here? I don't think I've seen one in Lego form. So yeah, and then so Friday is technically my book club day, but I've been kind of slacking. I've got a book that I've been reading. I'm only in like chapter 2, so I was like, yeah, this is like Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have to point that out. I haven't seen any reviews for the set. I'm assuming there's been a bunch. Let's see, what am I doing here? All right, so this one, gotta pay attention here. Then black. But yeah, and I don't know if in the reviews they've been talking about this, that this is Thanksgiving or what. Okay. This is so funny. You gotta put turkey on here. Chicken legs. This is wild. Look at that. Turkey legs. I really had no idea this is going to be a thing. No idea. Oops. See, I knew I was missing something. Crap. All right. There we go. What's everybody been up to this weekend? Everybody building? We know what BB is doing. We definitely know. He is mocking. Andy, you building, doing more in your headquarters? Keep it going. Let me know if you'd be down for some, sending you some first responders in trade. I've got a few that I might, be willing to part ways with. Oh, look at this. So it's got it's got the flame, the fire underneath. Ha, that's so crazy. Who would have thought in Star Wars? This is kind of a random inclusion. So this goes, yeah, like right there. I was wondering in the pictures what was behind him. So there's basically a grill behind him? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, what were the designers just trying to pack everything into this thing? I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna skip the stickers in this part. Oh, you're doing that in studio? That's cool. Yeah, I don't do mine in yeah, I didn't do any design work in studio. I really haven't loaded it in. I haven't even tried. So, oh, it's always good to get dark gray. Can never have enough dark gray. Seriously. I'm actually kind of out of it right now. So when I went to the Lego store, pick a brick wall, I was hoping to get some dark gray, but they're like super picked over. It's from a brick standpoint, so it's kind of annoying. They really need to get some bricks in. Now, usually the good thing about being in Chicago area when there's a brick world is the local Lego store will order like maybe like 8 cases of brick, like randomly to kind of and they usually talk to the lug and ask them like which ones what kind of mocks they're working on, and we'll try to like order some extra parts just in case. So that's kind of a good thing. I should really ask them like which lug I should be in. I haven't even. Has anybody explored being in a lug? Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna just start building. It may not be as clean, but sometimes it's almost better to like build and rebuild in person than kind of doing it in a studio. I get it when you're doing like certain builds that doing like stadium like or what Ben does, Ben Brick Designs. He's really good. So Andy, if you haven't been following Ben Brick Designs, he's really good. You'd like him. Definitely follow him. And I like how he does his microfighters he designs in studio. Um, that's pretty neat. 6 of these. All right. Can never have enough tan slopes. Let's go. These all go here. But no, I haven't used studio. Walter the other day asked me how many pieces I think my mock was. I really don't know. I mean, at least a few thousand, that's for sure. I know that the tiling is probably 500 or 600 pieces just by itself. These will come in handy too. These 1x6 plates are good. You can basically never have enough of these things. Because when you need to build up a wall, those are awesome. All right. Go. All right. I still cannot believe there's a grill in the middle of the throne room. Yeah, Star Wars mock builder. They're kind of coming out of nowhere. A lot of people are starting to put themselves on YouTube. I agree with you, Will. There's a ton of them on Instagram. I mean, tons. And there's so many good designs. I kind of feel like mine are weak compared to like not even weak. They're just not worthy comparatively. All right, so I guess this is kind of the base of the throne. It's all prepped and ready. So now it looks like we're kind of moving on to this looks like the roof. The sad part is I'm going to end up taking this thing apart. But that's okay. And that's kind of a cool technique. One part that's going to be really fun is putting a roof on that thing. It's pretty big. It's 48 by 48, so that's a lot of plates, a lot of uh, 2 by, plates to kind of connect it all together. So it's going to be quite the effort getting that all done, but I'm up for it. Okay, well, there's a ladder in here. Wow, there's a lot of surprises in this little build here. Yeah, Will, you know who's surprisingly good? Yeah, I mean his mocks are crazy big, and he must just order nonstop brick. Is Macro. I mean his pirate builds and his castle builds and all the stuff that you like. I haven't. He's kind of surprising because he doesn't. It doesn't. He doesn't feel like he does a lot, but he really does. I see why his channel took off because he's doing so much. He must build like and I'm really shocked at how far he gets. He must build a lot. So yeah. Oh, this is super crazy. They built this trap door. Pretty insane. But it's not actually a trap door. It actually static, but it kind of looks like it is. It's wild. This is really wild. Mm. Yellow leaf. Oh, nice. I think isn't the treehouse still available? Like it keeps semi-retiring and not ever going out. Okay, so this. Ah, nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is crazy how this roof works. Wow, it's really well thought out. Now I get it. So this extends out. That. Oh, this goes this. Cool, buddy. Guess my son's preparing to sleep downstairs tonight. I'm pretty tired tonight. I was talking to the stream. Yeah, I didn't need the kidney. Nope. I was gonna have a beer. I usually have a beer when I stream. This is super PG today. Okay, cool. Guess my son is like, you are going to sleep downstairs with the spiders tonight. No, I'm kidding. That was the other fun thing. I should have vlogged that too. Actually, maybe I should have. I should vlog it. It's that I think there might be like our mice in our attic randomly because I hear these scratching noises and I checked and I saw like a couple droppings and I'm like, oh man, there's got to be. And there was a couple really small holes in the insulation. So I think they're like burrowed in the insulation. So I went to Home Depot and got a couple traps. So I guess I'll be a murderer. Murderer. But can't be having those mice running around my attic. It's nasty. Wow, look at that. All right, bag 2. We now have a roof, which is pretty cool looking. It's kind of a cool design. Really like that. I mean, that's a good technique. Should really think about using that for other things. It's pretty neat. And then there's a turkey spigot or like a there's a grill in the throne room. Like who the hell knew? Uh, that's so random. And then there's like drugs, drugs and turkeys in this throne room. You can't make it up. Just cannot make that up. Another extra piece. And we are on to bag 3. So we're moving right along. We are exactly an hour in. Dang. But I think there's a lot of characters coming. So we've only done Boba Fett. So if you're building the throne room, oh, this is a lot of big pieces too. If you're building the throne room, don't expect a lot of characters. They tease you with the weirdest Boba Fett of all time. He is basically in black. I don't remember him being in black. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, I'll definitely be recording a review on this. And just being a fresh build experience, this should be pretty interesting to review it. All right. We must speed up. It's taking a while. I didn't really want to go too much past 10. I forget, are there other streams tonight? Usually Saturday's not a big one. Usually Sunday morning is a hot one. I know Lego Danny Bob was on earlier. She's building she's building Jabba, their sail barge. So if you're not following Lego Danny Bob, she's a good one. I really love the Lego community right now. I think is in a really good spot. A lot of good. I like that. I like that Hive is changing some things up. He's been doing really good. I love his stuff. I haven't been watching, but I think it's because he's been on vacation. Brickitect is really good. Yeah, Danny grew pretty fast, but if you think about it, she's got that really engaging personality and she's got all of her family there, so it's all your family and friends. So I think she already had a couple hundred followers just between her family and friends before she even started, and then she literally just started jumping on all the channels and being invited and all that kind of stuff. And it was when like CC, Dora Build, Plastic Architects, Holly, all of them were trying to like push each other's channels. And she caught onto that wave, and frankly, she passed them all. You know, I mean, so I mean, it was really good for her. Oh, and then like Emma Soros has been like, but you have to remember too. I think Danny Bob still has a full-time job. I think, but I think she left her job, so she might be full-time or semi full-time. And then like Emma from or Emily from Emmasaurus, like she left her job and went full in, and that's crazy, and it's working. So good for them. So I mean, it'd be a dream job. I think I think my plan is that I'm just gonna like slowly build this and just keep going until I retire. And this will be like, I'll be like grandpa playing COD. Like some of those TikToks are hilarious of like old people get that suck at video games. It's almost better to you either want to be really good or really bad. In between is okay unless as long as you have a personality. But like you want to be good or bad at something. So, but my work and my job are all going really, really good. So I have nothing to complain about. I most days I wake up and are super excited about my work. Rock it out, but then I'm really excited about building. Yeah. It's how business is too, you know? You want to be loved or hated, nothing in between. There are no points for second place. Right, Goose? So awesome. This thing's coming along. Looks like we got another base in the works. And this one. And the key thing for me and the reason like sometimes I think like why am I even putting myself out there in video form? Because am I ever really gonna make like even $1,000 doing this like ever? The answer probably not. It doesn't really matter if I do or don't. I really appreciate it's fun. I think that's the key thing. I just gotta have fun. Like if I'm not having fun during these videos, there's days where I'm just like, I'm just not into a video. Like I know I need to put one out, but I don't really, I don't want to just put one out to put one out. There's only been a couple times where maybe I've done that and it just doesn't turn out right. So you're better off. No, I'm missing a piece. How could I find it? Come on. There it is. You're just better off enjoying it. Yeah. No, I don't think so. The brick rights. I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of them. I feel like there's a lot of builders or YouTube folks I still don't know or follow or whatever. So I'm always open to following new people. And then on occasion check out videos and stuff like that. Although, so for anybody on this stream or replay, Slippery Bricks, for sure, good one to follow. Will, when are you gonna start doing vlogs, man? Your collection's epic. Oh, so now to go with this the spigot, there's a or the spit, whatever they call these things. There's a whole grill range that I'm building now. This is really insane. I had no idea this is gonna be. I'm wondering if this is basically the scene. Was it which scene was it? It was in Mandalorian season 2 where they went into the kitchen, right? Yeah. Isn't that where they ran into Cal Kestis? Although that was in the what's her name? The girl in the hangar. Oh, TJ Brickright? Yeah, I haven't done it. I'll have to check him out. Thanks for bringing him up. Although I do between um where does this one go? Between the Ronnie's channels of Builder Buds, Ronnie Resells, which is kind of funny. Slippery Bricks Vlog. Usually, Andy, you do like 2 videos a week? Usually, something like that? At least one? One a week, sometimes 2, depending. All right, so this goes up here. Yeah. Okay, keep that side open. There we go. Look at that. I don't know what this is going to be. Okay. All right, here that goes here. Yeah, it's hard doing 5 a week. It can't. It really can be. So, and yours are sometimes like you need like you've done like they're basically week vlogs, so you really can't do more than one a week on those, and then you kind of sporadically throw in a couple here and there. So that very much makes sense. But yeah, it can be a bit of a challenge trying when you get behind on that's where you can get into trouble around burning out. Luckily, I have a system and I try not to do too much editing, which is probably bad, but I feel like it works. It's like just good enough. And part of it, I just want to keep getting better. One of the things I really like about making videos is just even like presenting and creating just the process, trying to get it done all in one take, the preparation for it. Yeah, adult life gets in the way too. Just think having kids. Kids and responsibilities and all that stuff. It really gets in the way. That like a lot of times when I'm recording, I don't know if you've ever noticed, Andy, but like a couple of them I literally was half asleep. I don't even know how I did them. Because they're like 1 in the morning when I'm recording these videos. My eyes are like bloodshot and terrible. But part of it too is that it's not just the making of the video. I usually try to do at least a little bit of research ahead of time, and that takes up some time as well. So I try to prep it so that way I don't have to do a whole lot of editing. It's just like especially I think my oh nice. Very cool. Good job, BB. Yeah, so my Star Wars reviews, like I know I'm not always behind the camera. I'm kind of just doing them because I like to just really kind of like get into it, and it's kind of part of me just it's almost like me documenting my collection is the way I look at it. And a couple of them have been, I think, have really kind of gotten pretty good. Like my favorite review so far from a video standpoint, and of course, that one I had a couple beers, so I was just kind of like on a roll. Was the Mandalorian Starfighter. So if you have anybody who hasn't seen that review, that one I kind of because these aren't really reviews. It's just me documenting like what I love about the set and maybe a few things like why I like it and maybe kind of point out like my thoughts from an investment perspective and those types of things. That's kind of what I like to do. So it's not really a full review. Like I'm definitely not M&R Productions, I'm not Jang, not any of that kind of stuff. Like those guys, like if you want a professional, I don't even know if you call it professional. Why is this wrong? I should probably pay attention here. If somebody needs like a professional review, like those are the guys, right? Oh, I see. So look at all this tan. There's just tons of tan in here. Like all right in the spot. Tan City. Let's go. I noticed that like in Harry Potter sets, Lego's using these corner pieces quite a bit. I really noticed that they seem to like um, 3x1 bricks a lot, and then they use those corner pieces to kind of make walls. And they use a lot of arches with windows and stuff like that, and you can kind of do all sorts of decorative things. So I've been noticing Lego's been doing that a lot. Okay, so now I should be right. Go. There we go. And this is that whole back, that tan, dark tan. This is, oh, there's a lot of really great pieces that could be used for different things. Huge fan of dark tan. I love dark orange too. That's another great color. Okay, so now let's turn this around. Turn it around. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Just something different, like more of a show and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I think people just need to be yourselves. I mean, I think if you're just like pure Star Wars, or just I don't know, you just got to be you, and then I think people eventually will just kind of like gravitate to somebody. But I will say you need to bridge the gap in a lot of different communities. So either you're right, Will, like you're either doing something like way different, but even people who have done things like way different, they seem to burn out. uh, so mock builders tend to do good, but then I've seen their channels stagnate too. Like I feel like they max out between like 2 to 5,000 viewers, a lot of them. You look at Brickhive, he's on a couple times per week. He's got videos, all that kind of stuff. He seems to kind of be maxed out. I notice he's been branching out a little bit more, maybe because he doesn't have his full-time job. So it's interesting to see if he'll try to build his channel into something. I could see him getting bigger. Oh yeah, Sands. Well, and the other thing too about like Brickhive and others or Sands is that they have like real editing skills, and I have zero editing skills. Like I can basically add music, I can do like a couple things here and there, but that's where it ends. Like feels like Sands, I don't know, he's just not motivated. He seems like a good person and stuff. I mean, he can be sarcastic, but one of the things I was saying is that I think somebody who wants to really take off in the community, I think you have to bridge the gap in all the different communities too. Yeah, he should. He should grow. I mean, I know he's definitely not making enough to sustain like his hobby even right now, but oh, cool. Yeah, definitely. I really like him. I think he definitely has potential. Oh, so cool. They have the those stud with the bars in them. I'll show everybody. Try to show it. It's really hard to see probably, but um oh yeah, for cat. Oh, he's selling it? Dang, dude. Thing is, it's gonna come in a set soon. I wonder if they'll screw it up though, or if they'll use the old. That's pretty cool. Look at that. It's like almost like a shower head. This has really got some pretty cool designs to it. I've got a million of these things. Okay. But no, one of the things that I've noticed is the channels that do really well also and can grow really fast are those you definitely need to work every single. He is keeping the other version. Ah, okay, cool. Is oh wait, did I do this right? Yeah, yeah, I did that right. Okay. Is bridging the gaps. There's still these different communities, and like each community has like 20 to 50 like hardcore folks. Like my community, is like Will, Andy, handful of others. And sometimes Lockdoor jumps in, a few others. Nice. We got a bot. Capture him. Let's hold him for ransom. um yeah. Yes, it's Ronnie's in the house. Let's go. Hey, I saw, Ronnie, that Greg finally, after 5 months, finally opened your package. I was dying watching that video. I was actually I was prepping for tonight and getting my laptop all set up and all that kind of stuff and watching that video. And hopefully you're probably sorting through your latest Ronnie Russo's scores. Dunkin' Egg bricks. I'll have to check that one out too. Oh, there's a snake. I wonder if they're gonna have. There's probably not one of them, but I've always wanted one of the monks. I don't see them. Oh, one of the Bethar or whatever Bath monks. There's a snake. Everybody needs a snake. They so they didn't. I need the monks. Darn it! Darn you, Lego! The heck? The snake is just gonna fall. Oh wait, they put a little holder thing on him. Four thrift stores. Dude, you are just an animal. Woof. I mean, there's definitely profit in that stuff, but jeez. Jeez Louise. Why is this? My snake feels different than theirs. Oh, I have it upside down. Jeez. Man, I am a moron today. All right, so now on the outside of the building, there is a snake. Let's go. Oh, you make Hogwarts mocks and making really big, detailed and Star Wars reviews. Jeez. I mean, honestly, if you're really good, especially the editing, I suck at editing, but if you've got skills, pay the bills. Okay. All right, so now this going this way. Goes like that. Wait, does that not? Oh, you know what, Andy? And everybody, and Will? I wasn't missing bricks. I screwed up. It's gonna be a hard one to fix. Okay, so oh man. So this goes in here. So I did it wrong. I was going too fast and screwed up. Yeah, technology holding you back. Just get your iPhone out. Get the iPhone out. Start vlogging along. You know, it is kind of, I mean, to do it right though, probably vibe you will, like you probably want to make sure you're doing it right. You know, it's like, why put crap out? I have thought about it, like, what's the point of it when there's people that are doing it so much better? But at the end of the day, I'm kind of like, well, this is who I am, and I'm doing it for myself and a handful of folks. I'm just gonna enjoy it. Oh, this is so cool. So then these bars in the bottom is how it connects and stays there. Oh, that's pretty neat. Man, these Lego designers are genius when they do these sets. Like, I have no idea how they come up with this stuff. Yeah, follow that. Yeah, follow the instructions. Smash the like button. If you have not subscribed, please be nice and subscribe that button. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend. Tell two friends. Or three. If you're really motivated. Say hi to your mother. Okay. Okay. So now we're building the other side here. Because all you have to do is sort through your thrift store scores. What is the biggest? Give us a preview, Ronnie. Like, what's the biggest score we're gonna see in this next week? We all want to know. Though that Lego score you did, damn it, man. I would have died over that. You know, you're like the perfect person to score that too. I haven't scored on Facebook, and actually will. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't scored. So Will is a big Facebook scorer. You've been pretty good in the past. I haven't been able to even. I've seen a few deals. I've seen a couple. There's some where I would say they're well priced, but my budget is zero right now. Like, I feel like I have to keep up with the current sets, and that is just so hard. So I have like no budget money. I just and now and I Ronnie, I was telling everybody earlier that we're likely, we haven't finalized it yet, but we're probably gonna put in a new kitchen. Oh, heavy on jeans. Yeah, like, oh my God, that those are rare. I mean, you should almost hold on to those things. Those would probably be worth like 20 bucks a piece at some point. Somebody wants to complete their collection of figs. Boom. They gotta go through Builder Buds. That was amazing. It's funny because last year some of the scores I really need to, so this summer I should be like Brickitect and go yard sailing again. Yeah, it's so expensive though, man. I'm literally gonna be poor. So that's why I'm kind of like getting what I can right now because come next year, I'm probably my budget's gonna be zero. So actually, I'm gonna have to sell a bunch of stuff, I think, to get Lego next year. Or get promoted. That's the only other way. You either make more money or sell stuff. It's like the only way I'm gonna be able to buy Lego next year. Or maybe my channel monetizes so I could make like $1 and my new budget can be $1. That's about it. So maybe I'll start doing memberships. Have like 2 members. 2 members. I thought about doing Amazon, yeah, take it. No, that's so much time. I mean, I see how much time you're putting into that. Like you're also, you have it down. Like, I think the fact that you've been reselling Lego, you've you've been watching videos and you know how to ship things and you have that like, you have it down. So just keep going. I kind of feel like you're gonna burn out at some point. I'm waiting for you. Like it's fun right now, but just wait. Like, um. Maybe not. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll keep going. But because I have a tendency too to like get really excited about things. I'm really shocked I'm still doing this. Um, I do kind of tend to like go crazy into things and then not necessarily burn out, but maybe just switch to other things. But like I don't know, I always liked building, so I've always kind of kept up my Lego hobby, but it was mostly during the holidays and stuff like that. So, oh, another one of these things. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, those are the best. Clean up. Okay. It hasn't quite happened yet, but I think we're just getting out of this pandemic thing, right? So puzzles are still pretty popular. Lego's really, really popular. Just, I mean, you go to a Lego store and moms are just, I can't deal with these kids, so they'll buy them like huge sets, like massive sets, and yep. Did I hit another Russian bot? Hmm, good, their views. Let's go. Um, no, but all these parents and even the grandparents, they go to the Lego store. I see it all the time. I'm in there like doing my pick a brick wall. And like I saw a mom, I was doing the pick a brick wall today, and a mom was with their son and he's just like, do you want 2 cups or 1 cup and like the big ones, and she's just like working with them, they're filling it all up and like they're gonna go home and build and do stuff. Like I'm just waiting for these people, for folks to just get out of it and then have closet loads of this stuff, like of the biggest sets like Monkey Kid and like Star Wars sets that they just bought and all that stuff. because people around me have this way too much money. They just do. And they're gonna start dumping out their closets and just bagging it up and then putting it on Facebook for 20 bucks. So every once in a while in my area, people put stuff on Freebox. Actually, Ronnie, man, holy crap, you would just crush it up here because you could literally just sit on Freebox all day. People give away everything. They give away furniture, they give away clothes, they give away bags of clothes, they give away everything. I've even seen Legos on Freebox where people are just like, "Hey, first person to come pick it up, here's a box of Legos." And my wife sometimes tries and she misses a lot of them, but so she's watching out for me sometimes. But like, it's nuts around here. People have money. But I think there's going to be a massive secondary market for Lego. The only thing I think, and I don't think it's going to slow down like people who are selling on Bricklink, because I think there's always people getting into the hobby. I just think there's going to be a massive secondary market, and I think it's going to hurt Lego at trying to sell sets at full retail. Like I feel like Lego right now is not really discounting much unless you go to Costco, Amazon time to time, Target, the big box, they throw out basically 20% like all the time. Um, but I feel like Lego's gonna get in this situation where they're gonna kill it, make in some of the bigger sets, but some of the other ones like they're not gonna be able to get away with like a video again. You know, like that's gonna kill them because nobody's gonna buy it. Nobody's gonna pay full retail for Lego sets. There's no way. Although there is such a huge culture of online. Yeah, yeah. All right. There we go. We're getting there. Look at that. It doesn't look too bad. Kind of like that. Still very random that there's a Thanksgiving dinner going on. Yeah, Builder Buds. I don't know, in your area, if like again, it depends on the population and like if there's densely, the more dense things are, of course, then there's more competition for people looking at Freebox. But yeah, I forget if it's an app or what it is, but we've gotten a lot of furniture off of like Facebook and Freebox. My wife the other day was like, "Hey, like I know we don't need it now, but like this is like $100 for like really nice furniture. It's like come and get it." We actually got a super nice chair, probably like $500 or $600 cost chair for free because somebody just put it on the corner. They're like, I'm putting this on the corner, and they posted it on Freebox, and people just come get it. And my wife ran over there like immediately, got it. So, and it's a nice chair. Actually, it's the favorite one of the house right now. Go figure. All right, so there we go. Yeah, I wonder if it's in every area. I think it is. I feel like it would be. But free is good. We haven't scored any Lego on it yet. That has not happened. Okay. Oh my gosh. Awesome, BB. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, that was also Builder Bud Ronnie. That was really a Builder Bud. Let's call you by your real name. That was really funny, Ronnie. The whole Suri incident, mistranslating. I hate Suri. I think she's useless. I don't feel like she translates. The transcription isn't that great. All right, so this is all the little detailing here. Oh, this is cool. It's really neat how the designers think. I cannot, like, how they come up with some of this stuff. It is really insane. Insane to me. That's the other part about building sets is that yeah. So really funny story, you'd appreciate this one, is that my manager at the time was presenting, because we have our summits that we, conventions, summits, all that kind of stuff, and we do breakout sessions. So the breakout session he was leading, and he flipped on his presentation, and I don't know what he was using, but his browser kicked on like a whole advertisement. So like randomly, I think just out of his like Chrome browser, it kicked out an ad for some reason. I don't know why. And it was this lady, and it was all about like, exercise and weight loss and all this stuff. So like, but he had to like click out of it in his presentation, and it was really funny because he looked up and he saw this weight loss ad that was being projected to like 100 people. And he actually he handled it like a boss. He was like, "Oh, I guess my browser is telling me something that I need to start exercising more." So it was pretty funny. Why am I feeling like, oh, here it is. I thought I was missing a piece again, but we won't. Ah, the Razor Crest. Yeah, that's the one set. So I generally try to stay away from the big ships, mainly because well, they cost money, and so it's part of the budget. The Razor Crest has ended up being, well, the other thing is I don't have anything to display, so I have a hard time displaying like big ships. I do have the X-Wing, I do have the Mandalorian starship, so I've made exceptions for those, I suppose. But the X-Wing had General Dodonna. I mean, I had to have General Dodonna because I'm more of a figure person. I'm also more of a building person, so I love the buildings. They're a little bit easier to get away with displaying. And well, and I think the Mandalorian starship had the best figures of, in terms of three figures. This doesn't seem to stay together very well. Hopefully they'll do something about that. So yeah, there's some really good figures in that set. But the Razor Crest is a great set, although I literally I have no attachment to the Razor Crest now because um well, first it blew up, And then it's still a great ship. And I there's talk that they could still bring it back at some point. Like at some point he needs his ship back, and that he'll probably build the Razor Crest again at some point and kind of like rebuild like a new one. So that's a possibility. I think that could happen. Um, but the figures of the set, originally I was bummed out because it had Fennec Shand in it, but or at least no, or maybe Air Grief Karga, Mandalorian, Scout Trooper, and some other figures. But ultimately, I don't think there's any exclusive figures right now in that set. So that set lost a little bit of value. Again, still a great set, but man, there's a lot of leftover parts. What did I miss? Hmm. I feel like I missed something. No, just carry over, huh? Oh, here. I think, yeah, so this goes over here. I don't know why I missed that one. Well, it's going to be really hard. Um, so the other set I don't have is the light cruiser, so Moff Gideon's cruiser. I never got that one either. And with this set kind of makes it so that there isn't a ton. So $4 a piece. Mm, those Millennium Falcon microfighters are kind of junk. So if it was $8 for both of them, I mean the figure Star Wars minifigures are basically worth $4 a piece. I mean you're not making profit on it though. That's the thing. I guess, for parts. I mean, you'd probably be able to sell it on like Facebook for like $10. Oh, $8 each. I mean, you're not going to double your money in that thing, at least for like 2 or 3 years minimum. I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, it's a good buy for somebody who wants one set. $7 or $8 is great, but for like myself, in fact, I think I got it for like $8. Pretty sure. Maybe I paid, or I think I was double VIP, maybe. So that's like $9. I don't know. The only reason I got it was to be a completionist. Let's see. All right, I think I'm ready for big four. God, it's 10 o'clock already. It's almost 2 hours. Jeez. Now, this is going to start getting a lot of figs. So right now, here's where we're at. So we've got the main stage kind of built. They haven't actually done the throne itself. We've got the main things. We've got to do there's a tower, there's a room right here, and then the throne room that we've got to do. So real cool. Oh yeah, for double VIP. Yeah, I don't know. Is that a good one to get for double VIP? Usually the best sets to get for double VIP are Pick a Brick Wall is good because, there's not anything to a theme that you're getting, so you're just kind of getting a little extra discount that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. The modulars are all really good. I guess it's okay because there's the Jane Goodall. I guess you'd want to like look at what you're gonna do May the 4th. If I'm assuming you're gonna be in on that promo, And then, because that's kind of what I was looking at. So to preview, so I went to the Lego store. I was talking about I did Prick a Brick Wall. So anybody who's seen this stream will know what my next Wednesday video will be. I did Pick a Brick Wall, and then I got a battle pack, and then I got the Ahsoka Tano Brickhead, but nothing else really kind of made me want to. If there was something, I was looking for something else that might have been discounted too. I was actually hoping instead of the Hoth battle pack to get the clone battle pack, but I forgot those are delayed. Yeah, it's a good cruiser. I mean, Will Harper would know. I don't know. um, the the only character right now that's exclusive is Moff Gideon. So I don't know. It's a really good ship. Like if for display and you like that ship, um, I wouldn't hesitate. But otherwise, that it feels like a May the 4th. My plan for May the 4th, I have kind of two options going. This is very similar to last year, where although last year I ended up getting the Cantina randomly. So, oh my God, it's almost been a year that I've had that thing. Jeez, I better build it. Um, I really need to build it so I can show it off and then be like, I need to buy the next thing. Oh, just for the price of Moff Gideon? Yeah. Yeah, Zavi. I haven't really done Zavi. All right, so we got another Fig, pink-haired girl who barely made an appearance. She's a dancer. There she is. Man, she's bright. You can see her. Second Fig. There we go. CMFs are probably really good for double VIP if there's any CMFs left in the collection to do. The creator line is really good, although creator line gets discounts at like Walmart and Target sometimes, so you got to kind of like play that. So I like double VIP because then I can kind of like over time save up, and if there's a set I really want but I don't have the budget for it, then I've kind of got that as my fallback. Oh, this is very cool. So another, what do they call it? The weak way guard. It's very cool. So I have two of these guys now. So, which is really nice because I think these guys are of Clitonian descent, which is pretty, that's the one thing about Book of Boba is they kind of explain that a little bit more, how there's the Trandoshan section, there's like the Clitonian section, and then what was the other one? I forget. There's kind of like the different areas. That was pretty neat. But then they proceeded to kind of disappoint in other areas. They didn't really take advantage of all that good setup work that they did in the Book of Boba. I thought they really set it up nicely, and then those last couple episodes, I think it was the Rye Still Sant. Yeah. Shirtless Gamorrean guards. I don't know. It was so weird how the Gamorrean guards in Return of the Jedi, they acted tough, but if they were kind of weak. In Book of Boba, they were pretty cool fighters, but then they kind of acted weak sometimes too. So I don't know. It's so weird. Some of the action scenes of Book of Boba was kind of suspect a little, I feel like. And those mod gang people were kind of, it just kind of got on my nerves. Kind of like how in Bad Batch, Omega, she gets on my nerves too. She needs to get captured and tortured or something. I don't know. Did I just say that? Oh yeah, that's kind of anticlimactic, right? Like that they didn't survive. And it was how they died. They just fell off a cliff. Maybe they're still alive. Of course, because anybody who falls off a cliff in Star Wars is still alive. Guaranteed. Have you ever seen anybody fall off the cliff in Star Wars and not live? They all live. Mace Windu's still alive. I can guarantee you that. Secret Force power landed in that one. I'm sure some random Jedi saved the Grimorian guards. Uh, man, I'm losing it. It's probably getting kind of late. That's probably why I'm getting a little giddy here in my Star Wars lore. Yeah, yeah, just ah, like in I really didn't understand the battle scene with like the with Chrysan Black. Like it just didn't make sense to me. I mean, it kind of did, but it just fell flat. I didn't get it. Sweet. I always like it, like good old castle style pieces. Yes, that is exciting. I don't know if I finished the story. So I was talking a little bit about my kitchen, but one of the other things that I was doing today was setting up mouse traps. So I'm gonna be a murderer. Because I think we might have a mouse running around. I can hear him at night, and I found some of the pellets, so I set a bunch of, but they're in the attic somehow. I have no idea. And but I set up a bunch of traps, so I'm gonna get those suckers. So I'm gonna keep checking those, hoping to nab those suckers. Hopefully they're not multiplying. All right. This is pretty cool technique. That's one thing, that's a technique that isn't done enough, probably. If you can see that. So it's a 2x1 plate, and you do 3 of them, and you do like every other color, and it kind of gives you a little extra touch on it. And it saves a lot of your brick. One of the things in my mock that's killing me is I'm running out of like 1x4 bricks by 1x3s. It's like when you're building walls, your brick just disappears, literally. Um, One thing that does help is kind of putting in random 1x's is really nice. Yeah, stupid Mickey Mouse. I'm gonna murder Mickey Mouse. This is no good. It's funny because I was working in the 4th bedroom the other day, and I could hear something moving around in the attic, and I'm like, come on, really? Because my daughter said something that she thought she heard something up in the attic. I was like, Sticky traps. Oh, they lived, so they were still alive. I got the plastic ones, so we'll see. I put some peanut butter in there. They can't. Nobody. I can't resist peanut butter. I would probably stick my finger in there. So, they're gonna get smoked. Smoking those little bastards. Can run around in my house. It's not happening. Oh, more of these dark red plates. Actually, Builder Buds, if you're gonna buy any sets, don't waste your time on that Millennium Falcon. Go to Costco and get as many of these you can. $80. This set will be at worst, like at worst, $120 as soon as it retires. So I know that's not the profit margin you're making on the resales. I think the part out value on this thing is going to be insane because if you figure very unique figures, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that's $35. So the question would be, doing the math, is the part's worth $45? Only for, I mean, $45. I mean, this is pretty extensive. I don't know. And there's so much tan, tan is going to be in the amount of Tatooine mocks people are doing. We were talking about how like the price of tan bricks with all, and you've got the Kenobi show tan brick. You got Cassian coming. That's that's probably going to be in like a beach situation or all sorts of different planets. I'm sure they'll probably end up on Tatooine at least once. Mandalorian will probably come back to Tatooine at some point. All roads lead to Tatooine. Uh, so yeah. Hey, Ronnie, did you see that the Brick Bucks guy is back? Then he's been doing videos for a couple months now. He must have gotten into something crazy with his other channel. He probably didn't originally create it, and he had to strike a deal to get rid of it. So now he's the Wolf of Brick. So I've been watching him again, and he's really funny. He's got all new animations and stuff. He's growing really fast. The Wolf of Brick. He's really funny. Yeah, time to open up a Bricklink store. I just can't. Yeah, I guess it's pretty easy. I'm just not selling. I'm more of a buyer than I am a seller. I kind of came to that realization that I'm really a buyer, not a seller. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this is that section where that one dude sits. So now we got another section in, and it clicks in. Snap. Boom. Look at that. I should have done a system like that over here. Oh yeah. Clips Films, welcome. Oh, your boy from Brickbucks is Wolf of Bricks now. Yeah, oh the the Bricklink stores. Yeah. The only thing that's good about Bricklink is the fact that you don't get hit with the big fees, right? Like eBay and others, but the problem is that it's a limited audience, and frankly, the prices actually are driven down. So it's not like you can get. You probably do well on some sets that are pretty rare, and there's not a lot of action on it. But like parts stay competitive because they're constantly coming out with new sets, and there's probably new inventory in there. All good, Will. Thanks for joining, man. Cool. Later, Andy. It's getting late. I may have to pause. I don't know if I'm gonna finish. So I'm gonna finish this out. Yeah, check out Wolf of Bricks, and he's been giving like really good investment advice again. He's like all in on Speed Champions right now. He loves the treehouse, which keeps flip-flopping retirement, and then they brought it back and they did some different stuff. I'm gonna finish this bag and then I'm gonna go to bed myself actually, because I'm getting tired. Um, this has been taking a lot out of me. Dang. Yeah, they show you in here how to connect it. Yeah, this is really something else. But no, his videos, and he's got all new graphics, and it's fun. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's getting late on the. If you're Eastern time, I get it. Like it's late. I was gonna go late tonight, but then I just I lately I've been running out of energy. I'm going on a vacation soon. Won't disclose when, but soon. And I just need it. Like I'm dying all the time. I'm literally tired all the time. Part of it's probably brought on for myself because I'm either building, making videos, going like working like crazy, probably at least 50 hours plus a week, if not more. Um, I've only had like one day of vacation in the last like 2 months. It's been wild. So finally gonna take like a full week off. I took Friday off. Friday I just ran around and did errands. Got my hair cut. That was about it. So I did do some building, which is really good. Oh, and then I went to Costco, which is literally again, I don't think I've ever been so excited going to Costco. When I And it's funny because the section that they normally had Lego in, they didn't have any of the Lego stands at the Costco. And then all of a sudden it was the last aisle where there's some of the where right before the clothes, they start going into like books and clothes and stuff like that. There was a brand new palette. It's almost like they just put it there maybe the day before or like that day of Dark Troopers and Boba Fett's palaces, and then they had another palette with I forget which, I didn't even look, but there's like a friend set and I think another city set. There's like 4 sets. Like I was like, oh my god. I go, today is my lucky day. There is none higher. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. Oh, this must be a rooftop that I'm building here. And I think my family is getting kind of exhausted as well because everybody's kind of, they'll, when people get a little chippy, it's getting to that point. But I've been hanging out a lot together over the last 2 years, so it is all good. I think the other thing that's been getting me really exhausted is the war coverage. I've been watching that nonstop too. That's been hard not to watch. So I don't really get into that, and these are meant to be kind of like brainless streams, so I won't get into it. But it's definitely a sucky situation going on in the world. Okay. Oh, there's like little bombs. So on the rooftop, they put little bombs in there. Let's go. I was tempted to as well to complete out Series 6, but I'm gonna wait for those to go on sale of the dots. I also checked out, since I was at the Lego store, I checked out some of the new sign sets. So Ronnie, you'd probably like that if you're still there. Um, those are some pretty good sets. You could build a Builder Bud set sign out of them. Actually, if you go big on the Series 6, you could probably use Builder Bud's lettering in trans yellow. Would be kind of fun. Let's see. All right. Oh, this must be building the other tower. The set's not small. Doesn't have a ton of pieces. It's less than 1,000, but certainly has a little. I like that. Yeah, you got to be in the dot squad. Yeah, I know you like mosaics. You did the Kansas City Chiefs one, another, so I think you'd like some of those sets just to use and actually do stuff with when you're just really, want to do some building for fun and be creative. I was able to make my sign up over there on the wall. Kind of fun. And then I made this one, the initials of the channel. So, yeah, it's been kind of fun. I like the idea of that. I just wish they wouldn't make them so like, oh, this is for girls. Like, I don't really understand that. Like, why would they do that? I mean, yeah, they could kind of make bracelets and stuff, but it seems a little short-sighted to just make them for girls when you have so many like mock designers and stuff they just want the parts. I really think they should make a Star Wars dots kit. Put like grenades in them and like all the different printed pieces. People go crazy for like little imperial symbols and like republic symbols. Um, People go nuts. I- It'd be easily their best-selling dots pack of all time, like hands down. I mean, I know they'd probably have to pay the piper for it, but they wouldn't have to discount it either. And $4 for those things, I mean, geez, come on. For a bunch of tiles. The best part of it is for Lego, not for the consumer, but for Lego, is that for those dots packs, if you do printed tiles, the collectible printed tiles, they can't just buy three of them. You need to buy like 4 or 5 of them to make it work. But yeah, you could. People would freak out to get some of that stuff because people probably make their own stickers and stuff. They wouldn't have to do that anymore. I mean, if they could do it for Harry Potter. They could do it for whatever. So, but a crossover dots would just be insane, I think. And make it all like some of the other parts and tiles like dark gray or burnt orange and like more Star Wars colors. People and then the collectible printed tiles. You know how nuts people would go over that stuff? Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think so. Oh my gosh. I'm getting to be the end. Okay, here we go. Oh, I think this is the ejection seat that I'm building right now. Oh, this is an awesome part too. People would go crazy over that. Builder buds, there's definitely a bunch of really good parts in here that I could see mock designers needing in like in mass. Just the sticker sheet alone, I bet you is worth like $1 or two, couple bucks, because you really can't get this semicircle printing is like impossible to do really, really good. I could see people wanting that. Absolutely. Let's see. I haven't seen a yellow. Oh, you don't see yellow pins very often either. I've got a whole thing right here, and I don't think I've ever seen a yellow pin. This might be my first yellow Technic pin. I don't. Are there any friend sets or classic sets? That's crazy. You don't see that very often. Yeah, but if they're Star Wars dots packs, so Series 6, the trans yellow is really good. The charms are crap. The charms are worthless. So the problem with don't go crazy unless it's like $1 a pack. You're totally gonna get into dots. The only thing is that they're good for mosaics and stuff. Come on now. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind here. Oh wow. Okay, so this. Whoops. Oh, look at this. So now the seat tips. Boom, boom. Yeah, you're getting into the dots. You are going to be a dot fiend. Oh, you will be. You will be. Doesn't seem as good now, but I guess it still could dump somebody. Boom. All right. Here we go. Home stretch for this bag. Here we go. Feels like my wife turned off the heat again. Or maybe it's because the mice. Oh, so this stays open. Because. Bing, bada boom. Oh, wow. Oh, did I do it right? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Right there. Everybody's dropping like flies, including myself. Oh, and then once you put it on, I'm assuming they have you finish it. Yeah, there we go. Once it's on, get it out. There we go. Very cool. Oh, the next bag is going to have Fennec Shand in the Grammarian Guard. Yes. So with that, I'm going to end it. Thanks, everybody, for joining. If you've made it this far, I think it's just me, to be honest. So maybe BB builds. I don't know. So thank you to Will, to Ronnie, to Andy, BB Builds. I saw there was a couple other folks in the stream to give a shout out. Mainly those three. You are awesome. Rock on, or four, I should say. Thanks everybody else who joined. We'll catch you on the next video. I don't think I won't be streaming for a little while. Yes, absolutely, Ronnie. Appreciate it. Keep building, keep thrifting. Go get those deals, those Lego deals. Raid your Costco's. Raid your Costco's. Actually, Builder Buds, before you go, the one that you need to buy, the Dark Trooper pack for $22.99 at Costco. Just literally buy all of them. Because a lot of people really like the Luke Skywalker, and then there's 3 Dark Troopers. I mean, the figs are almost worth $20, and then the build itself is pretty good. A lot of dark gray. All right, now I'm getting you in huge trouble. So thanks for joining. We'll catch you next time, and we'll catch you on the next awesome live stream. Later, Ronnie.